Stressed out but don't have the time or energy to do anything about it? Grab the Busy Nurse's Guide to Less Stress at www.jennylytle.com/guide. And make sure to subscribe and like the podcast. And please leave a review. It really helps. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Nurse's Break Room with Jenny Lytle RN. And I am Jenny. I am looking forward to continuing the Lies We Tell Ourselves series. And today we are going to focus on one that I know I have an issue with, and it's I'm not ready. When we're looking at doing something that is outside of our comfort zone, that is challenging, that we haven't done before. And sometimes I believe when it's something that's big and going to be impactful, this little lie can creep up. And for me, I've seen this happen in a couple of big areas lately. And I have pushed through those things. And so I just want to share this with you because it's not something that has to hold us back long term, but we have to recognize when we're telling ourselves this and really question that. So I have had a book on my heart, on my mind for a few years, and I've done a lot of little things leading up to that and some prep for that, but it just always felt I'm just not ready. And what that really meant for me was I'm scared. I'm afraid that nobody is going to want it. I'm afraid that I'm not going to get my ideas across in the way that I want to. And the thing is, I know that the things that I feel strongly about, the things that I have gone through, I truly believe that I've gone through those things for a reason and that I feel this passion for a reason. And I know that there's other people who need to have permission, who need to feel like it's okay to take care of themselves. But still there's that little maybe once I've done this or once I've done that, then it'll be the right time. Or when these things happen with my family situation or my work situation, then it'll be a better time. But I finally just realized that things are never going to all perfectly align. It's never going to feel like, okay, you know what? I am totally ready. I'm ready to do this. But when we start to take action toward whatever it is that we're wanting to do, whether it be, something that we're wanting to do right now, or even something that's more of a long-term thing, when we start to take steps in that direction, then that helps to build our confidence. And so like I said, I felt that way about the book that I had been wanting to write. And I thought, I'm just going to start actually doing it in book form, not just have little notes scribbled here and there, but start actually writing it. And it's done. It's in the editing stages right now, but the actual writing process is done for this first book. And it will be coming out shortly. And it's called Self-Care Isn't Selfish, because I think that so many of us need that reminder. Another area that I have been really lying to myself about as far as not being ready is there is a leadership 9-month program that is here locally. It's called Leadership Kokomo. And I have been on the fence about it for, I think, 3 years now. And part of that was just, I felt, okay, there's a lot of really successful people that go through this program. There's a lot of wonderful community leaders, and some of them have a lot more experience and fancier titles than I have. And so it was very easy to get in my head, and it also tied into a I'm not good enough lie, which that one will be coming up as well. But really, I thought, do I have everything that all of them have? No, but they could probably say the same because we're all different. We all come with different experiences. But if I put aside that that fear, that self-doubt, that insecurity, then I realize that I can really learn a lot. And that's the whole point. There's things that I'm sure I can bring to the table, but we all, when we come together and learn from each other, it's so much more powerful. And sometimes it's hard to step into that and be able to quiet those insecurities enough to take that leap of faith. But I did that, and actually we just had our first class yesterday, and I was right. There are a lot of amazing people in there, but there are also a lot of really friendly, amazing people in there. And we're all there for the same purpose, and that is to learn and to grow and to become better leaders. Just being able to step into that and join a group like that is wonderful. There are several more lies that are going to be coming up soon. But in the meantime, I would love it if you have a particular lie that you tell yourself or that you hear a lot of people really having trouble with, then I would love it if you would share that with me. You can reach out to me on social media, but there's also a link to just reply to this episode. But when you do, I get the text, but it does not give me your name or your number. So I can't reply back to you. I'd love to be able to reply back to you and have a conversation. So feel free to just put that full number in there. And thank you so much. I can't wait to get with you again soon. Disclaimer. Although I am a registered nurse, the medical and health information contained in this podcast is provided for general information and educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional advice. Therefore, before taking any actions based upon such information, I encourage you to consult with appropriate professionals. I do not provide any specific medical or health advice, and the use of or reliance on any information contained in this podcast is solely at your own risk.